जय हिंद एंड गुड इवनिंग. कैसे हैं आप लोग? I have the team here, but where are the students? Hello, Kananika, how are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good
Lily here.
evening, sir. Welcome back. How are you?
Thank you. I'm very good. Very, very good.
I'm sure you had a wonderful trip, sir.
I can't tell you, much better than I had ever expected. Much
Very
better.
nice.
It
Very
was
nice.
beyond
As
that.
expected. We also witnessed a lot of it through your blogs and through your posts on social media. So thanks for that, sir. For giving us a virtual tour.
Yeah. अभी बहुत बचा हुआ है. मैंने लास वेगास का अभी तक डाला नहीं है कि व्हेन यू सी लास वेगास you'll say यार ये क्या दुनिया में घूम रहे हैं सर. सैन डिएगो, LA, many things are still under process.
Very nice, very nice.
See, it's an advanced society, one must accept. Advanced country है. अब जो मर्जी हम बोले हैं, हम विश्व गुरु, हम फलाना ढिकड़ा है, but US is US. The gap is really huge.
Yes,
बहुत
I
ज्यादा.
can.
Hello, Lily
Very
ma'am,
nice.
how are you? Hi, Pankaj.
Good evening, sir. How are you? I'm good, sir.
Hi, Lily. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Kanika.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Lily. How are you?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening. I'm good. How are you?
Very well. How are you, Pankaj, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
अपना कमोडोर पंकज ने बहुत बढ़िया ब्रिगेडियर नारायणन को अंडर द विंग्स लेके उनको भी मतलब जो है इन्वॉल्व कर दिया पूरा, है ना. वेरी नाइस. आई थिंक आई कैन सी द टीम स्पिरिट so much visible.
No, so there has to be someone who can take care in case, because we all have other things also going. So there has to be a backup. But yeah, you just can't leave without ensuring that it continues.
Yeah, नहीं बहुत अच्छी बात है. And and we have got good selections. अपना Shreyas BOAC 18 has just got recommended for flying branch Air Force, and Awadh was one of the most active participants. He's got recommended. Then we had Amit. Then there was another boy, technical entry, but he was not in merit. He's been merit out. So he's got recommended from, I think he was one of the courses, BOAC 10 or 13, like that. So, and the best part is that this boy, Awadh, when he was asked in the IO asked him, where did you do your current affairs? He says straight away, sir, I am student of General Yashmore. And then he asked him a lot of questions, and he asked him about the course. He's openly said, sir, I've done BOAC course. And he described the entire course to him. And who all are the assessors and all. So I thought people are taking our kind of education in a better spirit. SSB में भी कि यार ये लोग sincerely mentor कर रहे हैं. ये कोई typical coaching नहीं चला रहे हैं जैसे बाकी लोग कर रहे हैं. ये मुझे कई बच्चों ने feedback दिया, वो come back and who have told this in their interview to their IOs. And मतलब तो ठीक है.
Very nice. It's very heartening to hear this kind of a feedback coming from candidates, and I think it's always good that the candidate is candid about the coaching aspect, and very nice that good feedback is coming our way.
Yeah, it's very good. People are taking it in a positive sense. And finally, to crack SSB, I think you all will agree, you need guidance. You don't need this 14 days, 8 hours routine. वो उसकी जरूरत नहीं है. They have to work finally on their own, है ना, once they're guided. And चलो, good, we have some students. So क्या करेंगे? We will start the session. What we'll do is आप शुरू करो कनिका, है ना. Just give your feedback. And overall also in conduct of the course, if you face any problems, and then of course Pankaj and Lily and Kal Bhaskar Gupta has also come agar Brigade Narayana aate hain. And then we will take a feedback from the students. We will take their feedback, how they saw the course. And was their aims and ambitions or their objective of attending the course has been completed or not.
Right, I understood. Right, so thank you so much. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening, ma'am.
All right, I
evening.
can see some of the mics getting switched on, but the videos are still off. So obviously, I'm not getting that Josh from all of you. So I need you all to switch on your videos. The more, the merrier. Let's join the party. It's the closing address of your session, and this is the time when you have a breakup party with us, wherein you speak candid, you talk about your experiences, everything. Let's come face to face to everyone, each other one more time. This is the last time we're all going to be together on this platform, right? Let's have more cameras switching on, and let me ask you all once more. Good evening, everyone. How are you all?
Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening, ma'am. We are good.
I could hear. I could not hear you. I'm sorry to say, I'm hard of hearing. Could hear anything. Good evening, everyone.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, that definitely sounds better. Very nice. So it's very nice to interact with all of you today for one last time as a course. And of course, our association will continue from here on, and one-on-one individually anytime you need any guidance, mentorship, we are going to be alongside you. Okay. However, it gives me a lot of pleasure to have completed yet another chapter of the BOAC, and this time it is chapter number 20. We complete 20 courses here, and really heartening to say that with every passing course, a lot of satisfaction comes our way. Our team is also growing. Our team is getting stronger, and we are actually, I would say, we pride ourselves in saying that we are a course which is entirely online, entirely pocket friendly, and consists of pure assessors. Amongst our team, there is nobody who teaches you or trains you who's not an assessor himself, herself, who's not been into an SSB as a assessor, as a selector, as a trainer. And it's amazing to see this kind of a team, and this is the reason why the results come, right? And very happy to say, lately we've had more selections, and our tally now reaches 56. And that's a very good number. We are aiming at completing a century very soon. So with this, I would like to bring about a few aspects about this course. Firstly, very active and bubbly course, I would say. A lot of you had a lot of questions to ask, and that gives me a lot of pleasure, honestly, when people come across, open up, ask questions. And that's what this course is designed for, to answer your queries, to help your mind work. And our aim here is not to give you rote learning, which means just memorizing whatever comes your way, or giving you a lot of theory or heavy jargon, which sounds good but is of no use when you go on ground in SSB, either in psych test, interview, or on the GTO ground. So I hope we've been able to succeed in giving you the nuances of SSB, how the entire 5 days are planned, how it is planned, and what are the different aspects that you will be tested upon. Firstly, the 3 techniques, and then understanding those techniques in detail. Also, we've aimed at giving you one-to-one feedback from every assessor, which is really the sweetest fruits of the course that you can expect. And all of our assessors, each of them experienced and unique in their own methodology. And I'm sure you've gained a lot from whatever feedback has been given to you about your personality. And going forward, we would expect you to give your best in your SSBs as and when you come across. And whenever you are appearing in your SSB, if it is imminent in near future or even later, please remember we are just a phone call away in case you have some last minute doubts or you have some cobwebs in your mind, right? So I always say to my candidates, always better that you clarify your doubts before you go for the exam or any test for that matter, SSB included. And please continue the same spirit in the SSB also, your actual SSB as and when you report to the centers. So with this, I think we will interact with you all more. What we as a team would like you all to do here is give us honest feedbacks, give us candid feedbacks of what you felt was right, where you feel there is a scope of improvement. I think constructive criticism is always one thing that works in your favor. You should always keep such people close by who are happy to give you candid and open feedback. So we would like to, you've learned from us in last 3 weeks, and now we would also like to learn from you. So kindly feed us back before the session gets over and give us your candid feedback about how you felt during this course. What was your experience? Where did you feel we met your expectations, and where did you feel that we might have a scope of improvement? And we will be very happy to learn from you and incorporate that for future courses. And I'm sure that will benefit many more aspirants like you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Kananika. She's right. I remember some of the candidates 1 week before SSB or so contacting me or contacting Lily ma'am or Kananika or other assessors who have joined us lately and speaking and again clarifying their mind. So ये सबसे बड़ी strength है हमारी टीम के कि हम जो है ना तुम भूल जाओगे हम नहीं भूलेंगे और कभी भी you will send a message even 1 year later that I was student of so and so, I wish to talk to you or I wish to share or I have certain doubts on psych assessment, GTO or interview, बात करनी है आपने, please don't hesitate at all. ठीक है, just don't hesitate. And AMA session अगर attend करते रहोगे तो you will remain in our mind also. And also you can start attending this debate competition which every month we are having online. Start taking part in that. So you will have, you will stay in touch with your learning and that, you will be progressing every day. So we can now, share your, should we ask now? Yeah, we can ask the assessors. Yeah, Commodore Pankaj, what was your, any points you wish to share? Common points, you've interviewed all, so many of them.
Okay, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. I'll just take a few minutes, since you have already spoken to them. Kanika has also covered a lot of issues. But I only have a few things to say in terms of personality development, because you all have realized by now that this whole course is about developing yourself over a period of time. And as they say, there are no shortcuts to success. And what plan you have to, and depending on the mentorship which you got from all of us, you have to prepare a plan for yourself. It can be a short-term plan, it can be mid-term, long-term plan, and try and develop yourself in those lines. So we don't try to coach you, we tell you a way ahead, and it is important for you to follow that way ahead in case you want to improve. And every person is different, so don't compare yourself with other people. Every person is different. Don't think if someone has achieved something because of without preparing, it doesn't mean that you can too, because that person may be different in his own ways, and he already has a certain level of qualities, but you may need to develop it, and which you may have realized now during this course, that what you need to develop, whether it is GTO or whether it is psych test or interview, and basically the overall development of personality. So you have to take on from here, move ahead, have a way ahead for yourself, prepare yourself, improve your awareness. You have to develop your critical thinking, rational thinking over a period of time. Like we all have heard about a lot of things, keep reading news here and there. But now you have realized that just reading that headlines or in short news actually it is not what is going to help you. You have to develop logical reasoning. Then you have to read more about every aspect what you read. So all the best to you, and I'm sure you'll do well if you continue on the path which has been shown. That's all, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you very much. Yeah, Bhaskar, Bhaskar Gupta, few points you will wish to share. Common issues which you felt in this course. आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी, भास्कर.
Now I'm audible, sir.
Yeah. Now you're good to go.
Good evening, all, and good evening, sir. Overall, I found this course quite enthusiastic and willing to learn. That's one positive that's coming out, because if you're not willing to learn, then it's the start of the end. Yes, some common points for learning, some negatives and some positives, and we all have a mix of these. So the negatives first. I saw a casual attitude while attempting your answer. You can't be casual. You have to be serious. There's a time limit. You're fighting against time. There's a stress. And the whole aim of SSB is to give you stress and strain concurrently. So have a serious attitude. Sometimes I found candidates in a hurry. Padha nahi hai, bas answer kar diya. So in a hurry, you miss out the essentials of the question. There's a twist in the question which you miss out. There's a detail which he has asked you miss out. You just answer in a hurry. Don't be that. You need to organize yourself before you start to attempt, which means your rating material, your writing material, your battery charger, all those things have to be there. So organize yourself. Take it as a test. Don't take it casually. Okay. One more point is you are still continuing with some preconceived ideas. ये ऐसा होगा तो मैं ऐसा करूं. No, you can't do that. You can't situate the appreciation. Template नहीं लगाना. Template तब लगाना जब आपको पता है क्या है. So every situation is different. Answer it as it is. Don't have preconceived ideas कि इसमें यही होता है. Every situation has a different reaction. What you react based on logic and reasoning is different from what I react, but both are correct in their own way. Okay, be yourself. This is very important. Say what comes to you naturally. Sometimes you people try to copy, borrow, I'll not use the word steal here. That doesn't work because it's your answer. So, and if it doesn't match your personality, which is being shown, then it sticks out as a sore thumb. Also try and put forth original ideas. There's no need to think whether it's right or wrong. You start thinking, sir, मैं ऐसा लिखूंगा तो assessor क्या सोचेगा? मैं वैसा आंसर दूंगा तो वो मेरी क्या पर्सनैलिटी देख रहा है, मेरा कौन सा क्यों दिख रहा है? भाई तुम्हारा काम नहीं है ये. Let assessors do their job. तुम अपना ओरिजिनल आइडिया पुट फोर्थ करो. Okay, and try and correlate what you write in the psychology series with your PIQ and SD. I have given you so many examples. When you say I'm an extrovert, like one example, and you write indoor games, like I play chess, carom, ludo, TT, so it doesn't become an extrovert. So that's a clear mismatch, and that gets caught. Okay, some positives which I found. As I said, they were active, full of enthusiasm, willing to learn. You sought questions, especially in the current affairs series. You were searching knowledge, you were exploring, which is very good. But this process should continue. As Elmore has said, be it SSB, you are being trained for life. So continue this thing for life and keep seeking knowledge, because knowledge is power today. Okay. One more thing that I found was some of the students, and this is a mix, some were having rigid ideas, some were flexible, some were neutral. Be flexible. Don't be rigid. Be willing to learn and improve. Yes, I found you sharing and cooperative, especially in completing the tasks. Some of you had the ability to adapt to changing situations. This is very important in an SSB, or in fact, I would say anywhere. A situation will not repeat itself, and the repeated situation will not have the same answer. So be willing to adapt. Do not be static and do not answer in the similar manner. As regards the TAT, WAT, SRT, and SD, I've already given you enough points in that feedback class for almost 1.5 years. But just to reiterate, look for relevance. Look for तुमने क्या different देना है. Because 90% of the people have already got an idea कि मैंने क्या लिखना है. What the assessor is looking at is how are you different? How are you unique? And I gave you that classic example of Maggie. I am looking at that 2%, 5% जो Maggie दे रहे हैं, which is a very famous snack. Okay, what is seen in the picture has to figure in your story at some place or the other. It has to correlate. Most of you people have gone wrong in TATs. Picture कुछ और है, तुम कुछ और story लिख रहे हो. It will not correlate. And lastly, don't fight the whites. This is a fauji term. What I said was, जो दे दिया आपने उसके हिसाब से काम करो. चाहे वो situation है, चाहे वो word है, चाहे वो story है. You can't interpret it as per your own understanding. There's a standard interpretation of a picture or a situation or a word. Please understand कि अगर उसने बोल दिया कि साइकिल पंचर हो गई है, तो you can't say कि मैं साइकिल पर राइड करके जाऊं. पंचर साइकिल पर आप 10 किलोमीटर नहीं राइड करके जा सकते. पंचर साइकिल आप 10 किलोमीटर उठा के भी नहीं जा सकते. So you know what you have to do with a punctured cycle. या तो लॉक करके छोड़ जाओ या उसको साथ लेके चलो. आपने टास्क को अचीव करना है और पूरा करना है. Okay, and have a positive conclusion. In some cases, or in most cases, you are leaving it incomplete, either due to lack of time or due to lack of clarity. Whatever you've written, it doesn't get marked if you have not concluded. Because what as a psychologist we see is, if you don't conclude, you are an incomplete personality. And if you're an incomplete personality, you're not good for a leader's role. So please complete. And each of your characters, each of your story has to be different. It shows actually your character, your national integration, your will to learn, and your will to, I would say, find unity in diversity or diversity in unity. And it has to be Indianized. Your answers have to be Indianized. You can't pick up because some of these books have foreign pictures and foreign answers, which don't correlate with the Indian situation. So please be an Indian first. Rest, most of you have done your best, but as I have given you some points, have a scope for improvement. There's always a scope for improvement. I would say till the man goes to his grave, he can learn. That day also you can learn because it may come of use in the next birth. And please follow this time. So I have told you that situation, how you can time yourself. If you're not able to do 60, do it short burst of 10, 10, 10, then 220, then 30, then 40, then 60. That is a way to approach the time factor. Otherwise, a satisfying and a keen batch I have found. I have finished, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhaskar. Very, very pertinent points. I think on being innovative, being observant, being diligent, being unique. It's so important to be yourself. Be yourself. Don't go by templates. Don't go by myths. Don't copy paste ideas from others, whether they are selected or candidates recommended or not recommended. All give a lot of gyan is available. ऊपर से YouTube ने भी दिमाग खराब कर रखा है आप लोगों का, इन्फ्लुएंसर्स ने वैसी बातें करते हैं, ये लगता है ये सारे AK-47 लेके ना ऐसे ही जाते हैं. They're all just shooting people and coming back. That is not army, or Air Force or naval officer is. So it requires a lot of deliberation on your personality. Like Commodore Pankaj said, work on yourself. Please work on yourself. There is no shortcut. Tips में SSB clear नहीं हो सकता. So you have to work on your strengths, weaknesses, analyze. Lily, your observations on this batch and other. Yeah, hi.
Good evening, students. I think predominantly with regard to the psychology aspects, I think Colonel Gupta has covered most of it, sir. I just have one or two points that I would like to add on to that. So the one part is the casualness that he mentioned. So there were times where I had to reach out to the students despite giving the time and the date on which the feedback session will be conducted. So even after having mentioned the details, giving everything, then they don't turn up. So we had to follow up with them, in order to get them to understand what their feedback is. So one piece of advice here is we can only guide you to a certain extent, but you have to take the initiative to go where you want to go, to achieve what you want to achieve. So if you have to be very serious about what you're doing, okay, be it the SSB, be it whatever plans you have for yourself, I think you have to take it seriously. So that is my first bit. And also the knowledge that they have, I felt was more of a superficial knowledge. So whenever you are questioning on certain things, which is not related to the psychology test as such. So in general, when I'm having this conversation, so if I have to question them on certain things, be it the PIQ or whatever they have mentioned about themselves. So it so happens that it is all superficial. Like when you get into the depth of it, we are not able to answer. So my suggestion is whenever you are taking up, be it a hobby or be it anything of your choice, get into the depth of it. Okay, understand the entire concept, and I'm sure you will be able to answer anything that is spoken about that particular area. So other than that, I think psychology aspects, most of it Bhaskar sir covered. So keep practicing, keep all the points in mind, and we are always here to guide you. So whenever you have a question, whenever you have to go for the SSB, if you still have some doubts, you're free to reach out to us, and we are here to help you. That's it from my side, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. Wonderful, issues. This casualness is really. You take a course and then we have to push you to even submit your psych dossier. It's such a loss. I kept asking my team, please check, please keep reminding them why they are not doing this. Then you are not a serious candidate, and so that shows somewhere you are confused, where you are wasting your time. I don't know. This kind of a course, you can't miss class unless there is really internet failure or something like that. Plus you have to submit your psych folder, otherwise they can't assess you. You have to submit your PIQ form in time. You have to be available for interview. In fact, this is a unique course. I'm telling you, most of the coaching institutions don't have so many assessors. They don't have a psychologist. 90% do not have a officer proper psychologist. They don't have. तो कोई और ही देख के उनको कोई कहानी सुना रहा है. Many don't have either they have a GTO or an IO. But here, this kind of a personal attention is there because we really feel that we need to guide you. So isme thoda sa you must be serious, and even if you're casual now, but as your SSB approaches, please reach out to us, join again. You can attend sessions if you wish, dobara se, or as Lily ma'am has said, just send a message and you will get a reply. If you still have doubts, if you still want to polish certain aspects, or so now we will hear from you. Either you can raise hand or I will nominate. I will nominate, or you can raise hands. Those who wish to share your experiences of this course. Were your objectives for which you joined the course met or not? And how did you feel? Any suggestions going ahead? Yeah, you can raise your hand. Otherwise, Kananika, you can nominate. You've been with them for so many classes, so aap nominate karo inko.
Right, sir. I think I'm going to start with Devendra. More so because your video is switched off. Let us go to test number 21, Devendra. Yes, please go ahead. Give us your feedback.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. Sir, my experience was hi, sir. How are you?
Oh, very good.
Go ahead, Devendra.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. My experience was very okay, and I was very interactive in the GTO session because I have asked a lot of questions because I had a lot of queries related to that. So GTO session was really amazing, ma'am. And my interview was also very okay. It was Brigadier Narayan sir who took my interview. So it was okay. He gave me a lot of suggestions to improve. Suggest me some of the books which I need to read as per my hobbies and interests. So that was also very nice. And psychologist test was okay. I had some problems. So Lily ma'am also told me to improve because in SRT I was not able to complete all the questions. It was just 41 I was able to complete. So ma'am also told me a lot of things to improve, and in some answers there was problem. There was a problem in a story in the TAT. So because I have created a lot of problems in the story, despite there was not. It can be a good story, but so yeah, it was really nice. It was overall, it was a very nice experience in the class, and overall, that's all from my side. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Very nice. Thank you, Devendra, for that candid feedback. Who would like to go next? Any volunteers? Yeah, Vinay wants to speak. Yeah, Advait, we come to you after Vinay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're next in queue.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, hi Vinay.
I did this course for my FSB interview, sir, FCAT. And before attending this course, sir, I saw so many YouTube videos but couldn't understand fully the structure of the SSB. But in this course, I got to know about the full structure of the SSB and the real-time discussions that Kanika ma'am has conducted. So that was very interesting, and the interaction with the other course mates, sir. And then Colonel Bhaskar Gupta, sir, he gave us the feedback of my psych test, and
got to know about my mistakes, and I got to know about what the mistakes, and I also tried to improve it. And then my interview was taken by Commodore Pankaj sir, and he let me know about the level of understanding what I have, and I thank him about the feedback he gave to me, and sir, I'm improving upon it. And it also helped me, sir, to get the current affairs, how to learn, sir, and how to uh, deal with the current affairs by the Colonel Bhaskar Gupta, sir. Thank you, sir, for this course, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vinay. Advait, you go next.
Hello, good evening, sir, ma'am. Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
Ma'am, this session was no, all these sessions were very fruitful to me. As I am repeater, I was pondering upon where I went wrong in all my attempts. So starting from the interview, my interview was very good. Like sir also gave me feedback on which topics I should improve. Um, on which topic I should read and prepare thoroughly so that you would satisfy the interviewer and answer his questions properly. And all the G2 sessions were especially very nice. I was quite uncertain about how we're going to do GTO on online mode, but ma'am was successful in getting that session fruitful. Then if we talk about then psych test, my psych feedback was also good. Karna Bhaskar sir personally called and gave us the feedback. It was very fascinating to know that our personality from our handwriting and from our psych responses. So all the sessions were very good, and I hope that I will take forward many things from this BOAC course, and I will practice ahead before my SSB comes, and I will look forward it. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Advait, for your candid feedback. Devinder, do you have something to say? Your hand is raised.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention Colonel Bhaskar sir. So that's I feel that because the CS session was so amazing. We got to know a lot of things about our relations and our past and wars. So I just felt very bad because I missed his name. So that's why. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
It's okay. You're welcome. I only hope you carry this knowledge with you for life.
Yes, sir. I will.
Sir,
all.
jokingly, I tell candidates in my interactions that current affairs series tells you, through current affairs series, you come to know what you did. You come to know what you don't know. So, actually, it's something of
Yes.
that sort. You realize how much you do not know, because obviously all of you are engaged in your academics, so not much time is devoted to current affairs. Right. Anyone else who would like to go next? Any of the girl candidates here?
We must get
Ma'am, I can.
both of them. In
Yes,
fact,
yes,
both of them
yes.
at least.
Yes, absolutely. Anshalika, you'd like to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please. Come on.
Starting with you only, you were so amazing in teaching us. You were very accommodating. Like you tried to get things out of us, even our questions. You were so like ask questions, more. I have That was fantastic. And yesterday I had my interview with Pankaj sir. I think I got I think I got too frank with him, and I said some things which are very embarrassing. He was asking me the speed of sound. I told him the speed of light. So that is there. He gave me that I should improve upon my geography, sports. Actually, one common point from all of you, I think, is that I should work upon my games and sports because I lack in that. So I'll be starting that. And as and sir, current affairs series, I have not seen those maps anywhere, sir. Those maps and the content, I think, will not be shown in any YouTube video. That is also very personalized. That only an officer can tell you. And maps are really amazing. That if you search that map on Google or something, I think I won't get it. and it has made a like एक वो बना दिया है कि अब इससे आगे कंटिन्यू करना है, कैसे पढ़ना है, how to do the research, how to do the how to approach a video, ये मतलब कैसे पढ़ना है current affairs को, how to divide in sections and other stuff. And as far as psych is concerned, my Lindy ma'am told me to work upon my effective intelligence. You said that I should my confidence some wavers a little bit here and there. So I'll work upon it. I do have I'm in my second last semester. I'll be giving my exam in last semester only. So I think I will work upon it now. And all the other teachers, whatever you have told me, I'll try to do my best.
Very nice. Thank you, Anshalika. I would only one parting statement for you. Stop doubting yourself. That's all I will say to you. Very nice. Thanks for your feedback. Who else
Thank
would
you.
like to go? How about Shika? Would you like to take on?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So first of all, I've got to know a lot of my shortcomings. As sir says, you'll get to know kitne pani mein ho. So that is what has exactly happened to me. Especially in the GTO series, you've told me that I have to substantiate my points with logic that I'm learning. And in my interview, Narayanan sir has told me a lot of books that I need to read. And after the series, I'll start reading those books. Besides this, my psychology test, Lily ma'am has told me a lot of things, especially about the word association test. A test I was lacking in that, and current affairs series was amazing. And the last psychology session where Bhaskar sir has told us a lot of important points about how to write the story, how to write the VAT, and how to negate the negative statements that we have to write, the negative words that we have to write, and a lot of things I've learned from this series, also from the classmates. Also, I've learned a lot of things. So it was an amazing experience.
Great, great. Peer learning is a very strong sentiment, and I think it teaches you a lot inadvertently. So it's always
Yes,
good to be a part of a good cohort, good peer group, where some are repeaters, some are freshers, different age groups, they come with different perspectives. Very nice.
Ma'am, could you call Sia? Because I have a special
Yes,
section
yes.
for her.
Sia, Sia,
She's
you
the
need to
only
switch on her.
candidate. She's the only candidate in last 3 courses I'm seeing who's done a complete VAT. 60 out of 60 she's done. And I could give her 57, which I think even I will not score today. So that's creditable.
Come on, Sia, your turn.
Actually, I'm just preparing for return right now. So I wanted to know about the whole idea of SSB and everything. So it was a great experience. And psych was the most interesting part because I doubted myself in that thing. And of course, GTO was very interactive, and I was very energetic and enthusiastic when we had the GTO session. So of course, I loved that series. Of course, current affairs series was great because I think I lack in that part. And sir explained how we need to improve upon that or how to study, as I have, I think, still time left for my SSB. So he told me how to prepare and everything. And in an interview, Pankaj sir told me that what are the key points I need to improve, the field I'm trying to go into about that and everything. So overall, this was a great experience because I had no idea about SSB. So I think it was really a good investment for lifetime, not just SSB or this field, but for lifetime. So yeah, thank you everyone. It was really good.
Thank you so much. I love the closing lines. Yeah, it's good investment for a lifetime. I think
that was the punchline. Yeah, very well said. Yeah, now be original. Yeah, is by a feedback one can make out. When you get a chance to come on a screen like this, where there are people listening to you, you must make a mark. Whether it is giving feedback of the course or summarizing something or anywhere, you must make a mark with the kind of language you use, the kinds of words you use. All of you, in fact, spoke very well. Acha laga. Admitting that you learned a lot and how it helped you, and I could see a lot of enthusiasm. That was the best part. Anyone else? Puch lo, Kanika, anyone else who wants to
And I think I would like to call upon one or two more. How about Devinder, chess number 23? You would like to say something?
Obviously, ma'am, I would like to everything right now. Okay, and first of all, good evening to all of you. And um, what can I say? Like this session was such a eye opener for me. Like कहते नहीं है कि मैम पानी में जो तुम हो, तो मैम दिस सेशन लाइक बता दिया कि मैम कि मैं कितने पानी हूँ. लाइक मैम काफी कुछ मैम सीखने को मिला. मैम कर्नल भास्कर सर टोल्ड मी अबाउट माय स्टोरीज, लाइक हाउ आई लाइक details. Like I was not writing about details in my story. Like he told me you should write about details. Like, and sir he told me VAT and SRT are your good points. SD में सर उन्होंने बताया कि आप कैसे लैग कर रहे हो, कहाँ आपने कुछ लिखना चाहिए सर. And to all of you, like 2 days ago, like I used to believe like being straightforward is a bad quality. Like क्योंकि मेरा experience आता था कि कुछ लोगों ने मतलब बोला कि भाई तू बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है, लाइक दिस इज नॉट अ गुड क्वालिटी. तो फिर वो तो कर्नल भास्कर सर लाइक टोल्ड मी लाइक इट इज नॉट अ बैड क्वालिटी, इट इज एक्चुअली गुड क्वालिटी एंड you should not write it as a bad quality. And sir, and Kaninika ma'am told me like how you lack, in which area you lack. Like she told me like you should not go after someone else's lead, like you should do what your heart tells to do. And I don't know what I would say, like she can read your mind. I am now convinced with that. She can definitely read your mind, your heart, what you are trying to do, and I am convinced with that, ma'am. Like, ma'am, I am now convinced that you cannot fool a GTO. I am now convinced. You
Can't
cannot
fool any assessor for that matter.
like when you ma'am, like when you told me like you had your heart in the third point, like health is important, but you were misguided by some other point. Like even in my ma'am subconscious mind I knew like I was wrong, and you instantly catched me. And I was so shocked, like कि मैम को कैसे पता चला, कि मैम ने कैसे बताया. So ma'am, और ma'am Pankaj sir took my interview, and like he told me about where I lack. Like he told me my power of expression is good, my communication is good. Like he told me I lack in my current affairs, and which I was aware of, ma'am. So deep down, ma'am, I knew I'm lacking in my current affairs. And even Kaninika ma'am told me like you don't know much about current affairs, and I knew. I accepted my mistake and I started working upon it. And Colonel Bhaskar sir, yesterday, like he told me like your writing is so poor, like you I can't decode what is written there. And like ma'am, deep down I knew, like I got to know like ma'am why I was scoring so less in my college. Ma'am, even in subjects
Poor
which were
teachers, they couldn't understand what you've written.
obviously, ma'am, even in subject which I was good at, like ma'am, yesterday I got to know like this is the reason why I'm scoring less in my college. Like even my teacher isn't able to decode what I've written right then. And how come I will be able to express myself in the SSB if I don't have a good handwriting? So ma'am, from tomorrow onwards, like ma'am, I started writing a article, 500-word article, to improve my writing. And like this session was definitely eye opener for me, like ma'am, and it has humbled me down, ma'am. Like, and all my friends like I have made, like they are far better than me, ma'am. I would tell every one of the guy and girl I have met here far better than me in every aspect of life. Like I am just below average, I would say. I have got to learn so much from all of you guys, like, and this was such an eye opener for me. And like I am thankful to Major General Yash sir, like, and Kananika ma'am, Colonel Bhaskar, Pankaj sir, like thank you all for telling me where I stand right now. And thank you all for telling me in which areas I lack. Like nobody dares to tell you where you lack. Nobody wants to ruin your mood or your relationship with them. So thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir, for this wonderful session. And I hope the best for.
Devinder, just a correction that tomorrow never comes.
Yes, sir.
It should be today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your article should write today, and you can send them to me for corrections if you want. But remember, tomorrow never comes. It's today.
Yes,
Start
sir.
writing today.
Yes, sir. कल से ही सर मैंने शुरू कर दिया था 500 वर्ड का.
Yesterday. Good.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Very nice. Thank you, Devinder, for that candid feedback. I was expecting something like this from you. It will come. And so I was very happy with the way you put it across and really very genuine and candid way. What I really liked about your feedback is how humble you are to accept that everybody else is better than you. However, you know what I will say, everybody is unique and everybody's personality is unique. And that's what makes SSB a unique procedure to select, one of the most stringent procedures to select officers. It doesn't matter where you come from, what academic background you have. It doesn't matter whether you were a topper throughout your career or not. What matters is this attitude that you have to learn continuously, adapt to changing situations day in, day out. And let me tell you, change is the only constant. And I think you got the essence very early in your age. You, this healthy curiosity to learn, keep it alive always. I think that is what is going to take you places. Thank you very much for your feedback.
Yeah, Devinder, that was very nice. And on handwriting, I can tell you, nobody can be as bad as me. And if I have survived, and you know, in army and so many places, and also you know, in education, finally you know, retired with a PhD. तो हैंडराइटिंग का कुछ साल मैटर करता है स्कूल वगैरह में, उसके बाद तुम बोल्ड हो जाओ, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, मोटा मोटा लिखो. और समटाइम्स अ डबल एज्ड वेपन. I myself can't read what I write many times.
सर 2 दिन पहले तक तो सर ये भी नहीं पता था कि सर जीटीओ में रेड के ऊपर तो तुम्हें पैर भी नहीं रखना. वो तो कल ही हमें बताया कि आप ऐसा करोगे तो आपको नेगेटिव मार्क्स मिलेंगे. तो सर ये माइनर सी सर जो होती है ना सर डिटेल्स, ये कोई भी मतलब एकेडमी या कोई भी यूट्यूब वीडियो नहीं बताती.
नहीं बता सकती. नहीं, वो आपने वो तो खैर इनके सेशंस ये कोई भी नहीं बताता है, बिकॉज सुपरफिशियल उस पर रहते हैं. And nobody tells you in this amount of detail. But don't worry about your handwriting, है ना? Be bold and be unique. And जो आता ना gut feeling से, वो जवाब देना चाहिए. ये मैंने देखा है लाइफ में, ठीक है, हमेशा. So don't try to please somebody ना. ये अपना I think कल भास्कर also mentioned this, you know, or Commodore Pankaj mentioned this. Be unique in your answering. ठीक है. Not only in SSB, in life also I've seen, at least whatever experience I had of interviews. SSB उसका फौज में मैंने 2-3 बहुत धाकड़ इंटरव्यू दिए, जहां it was just question of 1 guy out of 5 who will get selected, and I was the one who gave the most unique answers, very bold, बिना सोचे समझे कि अरे जनरल साहब खुश होगा नहीं होगा. मैंने I used to always tell my officers and my जवान, यार मैंने ना किसी को सर्टिफिकेट नहीं दिया खुश रखने का. मैं कहा बॉस खुश नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं, I have to just do my work. He will see me tomorrow, day after, and finally say, हाँ यार बंदा ठीक है. इसके साथ काम कर सकते हैं. So be bold, you know, work on gut feeling. In fact, I'm reading this book, Blink. It's on my table. I'm reading it again. I read it few years back. You know, ये Malcolm Gladwell की ये
Blink.
हाँ, तो पढ़ोगे ना. अभी मैं 7-8 किताबें लेके आया हूँ यूएस से. you know, near my house I found a shop where people would just go and donate books and they would sell them at very cheap. So ये $30-40 की नई बुक्स मुझे $1.5-2 में मिल गई, काफी सारी, बड़ी अच्छी हार्ड बाउंड. So I bought a lot of books from there to, you know, to increase my library ka this thing. So be bold, and whatever comes in your mind, first please answer that, and have courage of conviction. It's a great quality to have as young people. And young people idealistic होते हैं, है ना. आपकी एज में सब idealistic होने चाहिए, सही है, ये गलत है, ऐसा होना चाहिए, ऐसा होना चाहिए. तो ऐसे ही जवाब भी देने आपने, और ऐसी ही अपनी थिंकिंग भी.
Month ago, sir, I have never talked to an armed force officer. Like, sir, I never got a chance to, you know, talk to any armed forces officer. Like, my father is a NCO. So, sir, like, I was not exposed to the army environment. Like, my father used to go to posting, but he, you know, would not take my family, like my mother, my brother, and me with him. So, sir, like, I never got to, you know, chance to, you know, interact with officers. So, like, I didn't knew like how the armed forces work, like how officers behave. So this was the, you know, first time like I got to talk with actual army officers, and like Pankaj sir, who's from Navy. So this was such a nice, platform to, talk to officers. And sir, at the end, I would just like to say, sir, thank you. And sir, like, keep up your work, sir. Like, such a good work you are doing for us, sir. Like, and I would, at the end, sir, I would know, I would improve myself, sir, from now onwards only. And I would, make myself capable to be in the defense forces. I would try my best.
Very good. Do this, and these skills will help you anywhere. I was the other day, 2 days before I was to leave, I got a message on Messenger, Facebook Messenger, and there's a young guy, Jitendra Chaudhary. He says, "Sir, I am in San Francisco. I would love to meet you." And that day somehow I was free. So I said, "Where are you?" Message exchange way. Then I told him I am in Burlingame. I am crossing that place in half an hour. I want to meet you. When I met him on the road, he took me, we spent 4 hours together. He took me to Salesforce Towers, which is the most iconic place in San. He's from Ajmer Military School. It was a military school connection. And he's a JCO son. Couldn't make it to NDA. Couldn't make it to IMA. But this boy, he just kept speaking of school and army life, and he was so thrilled, and his young wife was with him. इतना मुझे अच्छा लगा, मैं बता नहीं सकता. तो ये जो आप सीख रहे हो ना यहाँ फौज के बारे में, ये सारी उम्र काम आएगा यार, जहां भी जाओगे. Exactly, this is the kind of personality you require to succeed. You require to succeed anywhere. तो अपने आप को कम नहीं समझना है. ये सीखते जाओ, ये लाइफ की, ये जिस तरीके से आपकी पर्सनालिटी शेप हो रही है, and you will be a winner wherever you go.
Sir. Okay, sir. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Anyone else before we, say thank you? Chalo. So, Kanika, thank you very much for seamlessly running the course. I was away, and many times you were only on WhatsApp. But I must thank you for organizing this, and we are all working remotely. All of us are in second innings. All of us have other things also to do, and still managing. So thank you so much. Thank you, Commodore Pankaj. It's such a privilege to be associated with you. Of course, Brigadier Narayanan aaya nahi hai, wo bhi, and Bhaskar, you've added a new dimension to the course. And I seen you many times. You roast them also, which is very good. थोड़ा सा इस जनरेशन को रोस्टिंग की कभी कभी जरूरत पड़ती है, थोड़ा झटका है ना. I was famous for roasting in class, especially ID वाईडी. कई लोग आजकल फालतू आईडी बना के आते हैं ना, मैं बहुत रोस्ट करता हूँ फिर उनको. तो thank you very much, Bhaskar. And Lily, I have no words to express your how diligent you are, how much committed you are, and the kind of involvement you have. And you have young kids yourself, managing job, still taking out time, and you are pestering them, sending them direct messages, okay, please come for your psych feedback. So I think overall we are a rocking team, and we have 56 recommendations, but almost over 90% rating of this course. बाद में बच्चे मिलते हैं, कहते सर सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ, बट कोर्स में कोई कमी नहीं थी. We really enjoyed learning, and peer learning जो बात की देवेंद्र ने भी लास्ट में. In one of the courses we got 2 girls recommended, and when we asked them who impressed you, and they told about 2 boys who didn't make it. I think BOAC 10 or 11. कहते जितना जोर इन ऑफलाइन में जो इन्होंने ग्रुप बनाया हुआ था, कहते these boys were the linchpin pivot of our. अगर ये नहीं होते तो हमने पास नहीं होना था. सो peer learning की बहुत वैल्यू है, बहुत वैल्यू. और कई बार खोटा सिक्का भी आपको कुछ ना कुछ सिखा देता है. तो everybody is unique, है ना? Everybody is unique. So don't get too impressed by people who got recommended, and don't brush aside people who have not got recommended. Maybe they have some amazing qualities. So thank you very much, everyone. Stay in touch, keep working hard, and whenever you are SSB, please ping me or anyone when you are going, and what you're doing, anything. Attend AMA sessions. वीकेंड्स पे जो होते हैं, एंड कीप इवॉल्विंग, कीप अडेप्टिंग, बी फ्लेक्सिबल. ठीक है. चलो, ऑल द बेस्ट. Thank you very much. Thank you. What a day it has
Yes,
been.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone. All the very
Bye-bye.
best.
Bye bye.
Thank you,
All
ma'am.
the best to all of
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
Thank you.